All right, there we go. I like this, right? This tells me there's a good chance that price is going to break through this resistance. The fact that we just closed above, created this high up here, retested this area, strong bullish candle close right there, bottom wick formed, beautiful bottom wick passing the high of the previous candle. This is where I could see price continuing up. Now, let's see the other time frames. I'm going to be a little bit bad of an example right here because we're not going to wait for the candle to close above. But the 1 hour and the 30 minute are really lining up here. I love this candle. Love this candle. Love the bottom wick forming. We're going to take a breakout trade without waiting for the candle to close. Almost like a pending order right here. Right? And I'm going to put my stop loss around 14 pips. Take profit. It's going to be around 27 pips. All right? I'm only going to risk I'll risk 1%. It's just, I've seen this before. This is where intuition really pops in. And it's only 1%. You can easily make that back. So let's see what ends up happening here. See the volume coming in after a close like that. Price holding that support. If this candle ends up closing bearish, then we can manage risk. Again, it's a little foolish. So it closed bearish. So now the probability is against us. So I'm just going to take 50 off. So I lost 8.6 pips here. And then I'm just going to let the rest run. And if we break through that resistance, I can always add risk. But again, the confidence of your trading comes from managing risk and taking some things like this because you've seen things like this before and being able to here we go. So now I can add more risk on here. I could put my stop loss below there. Take profit here. The other trade, what I'm going to do is move my stop loss up right over here. And again, I've seen it. Have any of you guys seen this setup before?
Yep.
Yeah, right? Like, especially after a close like that. That kind of closed above resistance. Got the bottom wick form passing the high. This thing should continue bullish.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is it's late in the session.
It's exactly. That's why I'm really risking a low amount other than the fact that the candles have closed below this area. But this should continue up, especially with a candle like this. But again, you risk a low amount. You're willing to take these risks. This is what trading's all about. And you watch them play out. Love this move right here. I'm telling you, there's a lot of conviction behind this trade because of these candles and the way they're forming. But again, I was still very convinced, even though we got this bearish candle closed, this is a great lesson for you guys. Even though we got that bearish candle pulled back and closed, I'm sticking to my rules no matter what. So the trade is now against us if we get a close like that. So now I'm automatically gonna cut 50 off. I don't care. I'm not risking that. But I was still very convinced that we are going to continue up at some point. But no matter what, I'm going to be a robot and I'm going to close 50 after that close. Does that make sense to you guys? So I don't want you guys to be in a situation where you're very, very like marrying the trade and very convinced it's going to continue up and now you're not managing risk even though your rules tell you to do so. I don't want you guys to be in that position. You guys got to be a robot with managing risk for the most part. You could be a little fluid, and you've seen me be a little fluid in the past, but for the most part, I want you guys really managing risk the right way and sticking to your rules. That should be your main focus as a trader. So right now, we're sitting around 17 pips. Stop loss on this. I'm going to wait a little bit longer on that one. Yeah, around like 18 pips right over there. So I'm going to take off one of these trades. That was that first trade that I took. This is the second trade that I risked 1% on. I'm going to let this one, I'm going to close 25% of this. I'm going to cancel the TP. And then I'll secure a little bit more once we actually reach that 1-to-1. There we go. So 16.8 pips. There we go. Now I can take off, I'll take off 50%. And I'll take off 70. Take off 70 there. I'll move my stop loss up around that area. And if we do come back to break even, then I'm going to manage risk. So now we're seeing a little exhaustion. This candle closed a lot weaker of a bullish candle, but we'll see if this candle creates a liquidity grab and continues up. And if it does so, I might go to break even. Yeah, we're exhausting here a little bit. So
you took off 80%?
I took off 25 and then 70 at 1-to-1. Make sense? Now, given the nature of GJ, it's most likely going to pull back to my entry. And at that point, then I'll close another 50%. And I'm going to leave my stop loss there so that it could possibly continue up. But if it comes back to my entry, I'm closing another 50 and just letting it run. Oh, see that? So now I'm close 50. And let's see if we can hold that support, not stop me out, and then continue bullish. See how it's bouncing off that EMA right there? And we're going to do a little exercise as soon as this trade is done, where I want you guys doing. Okay, so the market closed. Now I'm going to collect the swap fee. I'm holding this over the into Asian right now. So far it looks like we're holding support. Let me see the daily. So the 4-hour closed a strong bullish candle. Daily closed a strong bullish candle above that area right there. The 1-hour ended up grabbing liquidity and closing bullish right there. Right, this candle is respecting the low of that candle. All right, so now we're pulling back over here. Again, we don't have much risk. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we were just stopped out there. That's fine. We're still we still gained a good percentage. I think we gained 1% on that trade. Now, what the big exercise, the main thing that I want you guys doing and focusing on after you guys win, lose, or miss a trade is what? Quentin, do you know what that is?
Psychology during the trade.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yep. That's part of it. I want you to, all of you guys, to look meticulously into every little detail about this trade and what we could have done better. There's always a lesson in everything, no matter if you win a trade, lose a trade. So what would you guys have done differently on this one? Quinn, we could start with you.